Hello! My name is Second814. And, well, earlier today, Nintendo will officially announce the release date for their newest console, the NX. Excuse me. And it is officially coming out March 2017 globally. Now, I have mixed feelings on this, so I thought I'd just share my thoughts. So when I initially heard this news, I was not happy. I had been looking forward to the next possibly coming out this year, and now it's not. Now it's not coming out this year, which is a disappointment because, as one, I thought this would be a good time to really use the NX Holiday 2016. Heen may have some launch titles, at least good first party titles, along with some other third party titles, maybe just in time for the holidays. But yeah, I admit that initially I was kind of thinking that this would be a very, very bad move for Nintendo. Oh, thinking that basically, now this gives Sony and Microsoft time to release whatever upgrades they want to for the PS4 or the Xbox One on this year, and then with the NX not launching until March of next year, that gives there might not. How do I put this? People might be too interested in the PS4 or Neo and whatever, or the upgrade to the Xbox One is called. If Microsoft actually does decide to upgrade it. So, yeah, I basically said, nope, this is it. This is Nintendo's last blunder. This is the end for Nintendo. This is their last console. But now that I've had some time to think about it, I had some hours to collect my thoughts and think about how it's rationally. I guess it does make sense because one, they also announced that they're delaying Zelda to 2017. Basically, but confirming that it's going to be. Well, actually, no, it is confirming that it's going to be a Wii U and X cross-platform title, which we saw with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the GameCube and the Wii. No, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, my bad. But anyways, so yeah. We saw the and I guess from a developer standpoint, it maybe gives developers a little more time to get NX titles out. Note, gives them a little more development time. I'm aiming to get those launch titles going. Maybe get a few good first-party launch titles going. So yeah. That's basically what the stance I'm in now. So it could be either very good or very bad. My hope is just that they have a good launch and don't screw it up, because as we all know, and as Oh, and even those of us, as Nintendo fans, just like myself, don't want to admit it. This is basically Nintendo's last chance at the console market. And basically, if this fails, they become a third-party developer, which is sad because I grew up with Nintendo, and I would hate to see that um get, get knocked out of the console market. Now that granted, if there is another generation of consoles, but or if now from now on we're just going to see a constant upgrade, it's incremental upgrades to the current gen systems, which personally I don't think is all that great an idea, because simply upgrading the systems may work at first. There's going to come a day when just simply upgrading that system isn't going to work anymore, where the architecture, the computer architecture, is just going to be too advanced that the original system just can't work. The base system, basically, he just isn't able to support it, and that making any upgrades for it without changing the system completely just isn't a viable option. Now, well, I guess we could say, that what could happen is that we see slow incremental upgrades where basically instead of consoles was being released once a generation, basically they just kind of upgrade and transform over time. Although once again, and that's probably not a very good thing either, because that is basically what that does is it kills hype. That means that there's not going to be any there's no real reason to really hype up the next console when it's just going to be provided in increments. And personally, I think that having generational consoles is a lot better than simply upgrading consoles. Now, I will say, however, if you follow Nintendo NX news and rumors, there was a patent recently secured by Nintendo for a supplemental computing device, as it says. But basically, it's a device that attaches to the well, I shouldn't say attach, but connects to the console and uses the cloud to make the console stronger. Now, I remember seeing something of this in the early days of the NX rumors, saying it could potentially be for the NX. But this recent console the patent didn't really mention any specific console. It just mentions the supplemental computing device. Now, remember, excuse me, this is just a patent. It's not confirmed to work with anything, and hell, it's not even confirmed that it's going to be released. So, it's just a patent, and companies file patents all the time, and nothing ever comes of it. So, yeah. However, I do think it would be interesting that if there is a system like that in place with the NX where you can use these supplemental computing devices, and it's a cloud console where these external devices is basically the console uses the external devices to improve itself, or rather I should say you can use the external devices to improve the performance of the console. Now, one thing that was mentioned in the in the article that I read was that supposedly you can take these external devices and maybe bring them over to a friend's house, which I think would be kind of cool because that like you bring a party over, you have a big party, everybody brings their own computing device, and then you hook them up to the console, well, and the console was like it would run way better than and like say before generations of PC games out. However, I do think this might be a bad idea, not just from a technical standpoint, but one, you'd have to make sure that everybody's got labeled so nobody ended up with the wrong one, depending on how they're used. But man, I'm getting way off topic here. So yeah, back to the NX. Now, I have to say that March is a bit of a weird time to release it. I mean, I guess maybe that's probably January or February isn't good since it's right after the holidays. I mean, March is kind of a neutral time for gaming. But hey, maybe this is something where they're going to release it and try to get up a bunch of indie game support, or maybe they'll release it in March with support from a bunch of indie games, and the big eager name AAA titles will arrive in the holiday 2017. I mean, it could happen. It could be a thing. NX releases with a bunch of first-party titles and then indie titles. iOS has support for it. So yeah, that could be interesting. So yeah. Of course, like I said earlier, however, maybe it's just because those developers who do have kits, if there are any AAA developers with the kits, it's maybe they just need a little more time to work on their launch games for the NX, and this just gives them that time. So, yeah, that's basically my thoughts on the NX, and I gotta wrap it here, or else I'll be here all night by talking about this. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on Nintendo releasing the NX in March 2017. So, yeah. Well, that about wraps up for this video. My name is Second1814. Thank you so much for watching. May the wind always be at your back. See you next time.